This cryptocurrency rose 400% in the last 24 hours. Let's take a look at what it is, why it is going up so much, and what you should do about it. I'm Brett at CryptoGX, and today we are talking about Aster. So let's take a look at why we could find this coin. There's a couple places that I typically look for basically trending topics in cryptocurrency and things like that. I will look at the trending cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap as well as the trending cryptocurrencies on CoinGecko. And on CoinGecko, it is the number one pick. It shows 200% right there. On CoinMarketCap, it's not the number one pick, but you can see in the last 24 hours, it's up almost 400% here. Then what I like to do is I like to go in specifically on CoinMarketCap because there's a lot of really useful information on there. So let's take a look at Aster. If we go on the side right here, one of the first things to note is that it is on the BNB chain or the Binance chain. And as we know, if we look at BNB really quickly here, BNB is at $1,000. That is insane. And if we look at over the last year, it is at a new all-time high, which there'll be a video about that. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel for more information on BNB, why it's getting so big and where it's going to go. So BNB is super popular right now. We'll go back, and as you saw for a second there, it is the number 5 coin by market cap, which is huge. But this coin, let's go back to Aster and go to some details here. Let's go to their website really quick. It's important to note also that they have these details. They have their website, they have their Twitter, they have a Telegram. We'll open their Twitter as well. We'll look at this Explorer. You can get it on MetaMask, Binance Wallet, and Trust Wallet. Looks like SafePal as well, or at least those are the wallets where you can hold it. And before we go into the details, I want to show you another really important thing to look at when it comes to crypto. Daily, I'll look at this cryptocurrency trending topic on Google and to see basically the interest over time, which, I have it just over the past day, and then it'll go into subregions. But the related queries is typically what I look at for the breakouts and basically the increased interest. And today there is a huge increased interest in Aster and Aster crypto. So you know that there's lots and lots of eyes on this coin. And as you probably know from anything viral on social media or the internet as a whole, where all the eyes go is where lots of money can potentially go when it comes to crypto. So let's look at their website. Right here, Decentralized Perpetual Contracts. This is a huge thing in crypto right now. Essentially what this means is it allows you to trade leveraged positions in crypto. You can pick a particular coin and pick what's called a perpetual contract and trade with leverage. You can trade with more money than you actually have using these leveraged tools, and you won't necessarily actually own the crypto. You kind of will since it's decentralized, but this is a really, really big thing. Decentralized contracts are a version of an old finance vehicle, essentially, where you could have futures contracts to buy in the future at a certain price. You're basically just betting that the price is going to go up or down from where it is, similar to buying regularly on a stock market or crypto market. But you can do so with leverage, and leverage meaning buying more than you actually have. So this is a pretty cool platform here, and you can tell it is just incredibly professional. It is very well done. And being that it is its own platform, that has heavy weight to it. And I'm already seeing a huge plus when it comes to this. If we go all the way to the top, you see this airdrop right here? We'll talk about that in a second. So let's go over to their Twitter. They have 119,000 followers. That's pretty good. I wouldn't say that's crazy, but that's probably somewhat indicative of the level of interest that it has or the level of users that it has, right? I've seen platforms that have 3 million followers on Instagram, and then they have 56 million users. So, it could be any sort of number. Let's go to their site. See, there we go. 2 million users. Typically, the users are going to be, at least in my experience, higher than their Twitter followers. 2 million users is pretty good, but when you think about the scale of the crypto market as a whole and the people in the world, really, this is pretty small. This has lots of room to grow. This has lots of potential. Even though it has gone up 400% in the last day, let's keep in mind that their users are pretty small. Okay, so we've got a pretty cool looking platform. I haven't dove deep into how well this platform works or launched it, and I'm not planning to just in this video. We can talk about that in another video. They've got a decent following on Instagram that is pretty good. Let's look at this. Backed by YZ Labs. That's important. Backing is always good. YZI Labs invests in ventures at every stage, prioritizing those with solid fundamentals in Web3, AI, and biotech. Basically, they're saying that they know how to pick a good company. Let's go to their website. This is awesome. Having the names and the social media of people that work at a company is amazing. They even have an intern's name on here. All of these people that work here, you can go look up who they are. That's great when it comes to a company that's, investing in crypto. If we go back to Aster though, can we find out who is behind this one? Now, it doesn't look like it will show us who is behind this particular platform. So that's a slight point against it, but the fact that they're backed by investors that are all basically public, that's a good sign in my opinion. Now, why why is this going up? Why is this up 400%? If we're on CoinMarketCap, we click over to the news tab. This is what it shows us. Aster airdrop. That's what I was showing you earlier on their website. The airdrop, which we can see right here. They're distributing 8.8% of token allocation to community members who participated in the Aster airdrop related campaigns. So your claim period is between the 17th of September and the 17th of October. Who is eligible? So the participants that are eligible have earned these points from whatever this Astra Spectra is during stage 0 and 1 points program. Earned, meaning that's over. Received Aster Gems allocation from community partnerships, so that's happened. Traded on Aster Pro during the trade window between 23rd of June and the 24th of August. So all of this has happened already. You cannot now claim the airdrop, even if you wanted to, because all of the ways to be eligible have ended. However, this is significant for the platform itself. Airdrops bring lots of attention to platforms. As you can see here, that unlocks 704 million tokens. This was 1 day ago. This means that it's unlocking them today. Now, if we do some math here really quickly, 704 million tokens, 704 times, because they're at 43 cents, 0.4355, they're unlocking $306 million worth of value here. Now, does this make sense? How we check that is looking at the market cap of the entire coin. So the fully diluted value is $3.4 billion. The market cap is $721 million. So they are unlocking essentially half of the entire value of their entire coin. In my opinion, that should devalue their coin. Remember when the US was printing and printing and printing dollars, and then that devalued the dollar because there were more dollars in the market? Well, if they're going to just print a bunch of tokens or release a bunch of tokens and dilute the value, that essentially means that this price should actually go down. That, in my opinion, is worrisome. Now, how would this work? Why does this happen? Well, imagine all of these people get their new coins, right? They get their new Aster coins, and it's this, whatever it was, $300-ish million. Let me see. So $306.5 million, there's going to be lots of people that can claim lots of tokens. What they're going to do when they get instant access to this, they're going to sell them. So all of these new tokens are going to come onto the market, and then they're going to get sold. And when things sell and sell and sell and sell, and there's increase in supply, but then demand stays the same, the price of the asset goes down. So in my opinion, this is something that I would probably short within short order here, because of the fact that there is going to be an increase in supply by a lot. So let's open this and double check what we're looking at here. Now, they do make a good point here in this article. They are saying that this airdrop is going to encourage participation in the Aster ecosystem and governance models. Yes, that is true. They are saying that the financial implications are spiking the TVL trading volumes, enhancing liquidity. Liquidity is very huge, especially for trading platforms like this. Liquidity is incredibly important, but the liquidity and the token circulation is still what I think is the most important over time. They are confirming 704 million Aster tokens. That is a lot. And if we go to the site, they're saying 8.8% of token allocation. Let's take a look at this Tokenomics page here. The maximum supply is 8 billion. 10% of 8 billion is 800 million. So yes, about 700 million coins is appropriate when you're talking about 8.8%. Releasing that on the market is huge. And you see the maximum supply is 8 billion coins, and the amount that they're unlocking is 700 million, being 8.8%, but it's going to double the amount of the market cap, or sorry, it's going to be about 50% of the entire market cap. What that means here is that there is a ton of supply that is locked away. This fully diluted value means that at this price, if all of the coins were on the market, this would be the market cap. The market cap is 700 million. This would be it at 3.5 billion. So there's a lot of coins that are held by the company. That is also worrisome to me because they can unlock it at any time, flooding the market with supply, diluting it, decreasing the value. They have a crazy platform. It looks like they have a pretty interesting, offering when it comes to being able to trade perpetual contracts with leverage. But I think that this is just seeing hype because of the airdrop. People are thinking that they can get it because they don't understand that the airdrop is locked to people who have been involved, and they're like trying to come up with tokens here. And basically they're going to come up with a rude awakening that they cannot get the airdrop, and then the tokens are going to go to all the people that got the airdrop. The people that got the airdrop are going to sell them. All the people that didn't realize they couldn't get the airdrop are also going to sell their tokens, and this is going to go down hard. Now, that is my opinion. I do not suggest getting in on trading on this. This is going to be a huge speculative play, but that's what we're looking at. That's why this particular coin is shooting up at the moment, and in a day or so here, we're going to see some aftermath of what is going to happen because the airdrop is unlocking very eminently. So I hope you learned something about, why certain coins go up. Stay tuned. Make sure to like this video so other people can find it. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned for all things crypto. And if you want to get some crypto of your own, I left links to Coinbase and crypto.com in the description. You'll get at least $50 in crypto just for signing up with those links. And if you want to get some meme coins, I left a link to MoonShot as well. You'll get to claim some free meme coins just for signing up. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.